equal pay for equal play. That's what the U.S. women's soccer team says it is not getting.
So today, 5 members of the World Cup champion filed an action against the U.S. Soccer Federation over wage discrimination. It claims the women's team should be paid the same as the U.S. men's team. News 6 Sports anchor Jamie Say joins us now. Jamie, the story is developing right here because this is where they happen to train.
Yeah, right now they are. For some reason, the team is here training for a couple of international matches. Their practice today, media were not invited. But don't forget, you know, not only are these world-class athletes, they're also employees. Yeah. Right? And that's at the heart of it. It also has ties to Central Florida because Alex Morgan is one of the driving forces behind this action. The soccer star is also a member of the brand new women's pro team here in Orlando, the Orlando Pride. The U.S. women's team is one of the most recognized clubs all over the world. Their players sell tickets, sell jerseys, and win games. They've earned 3 World Cup championships and 4 Olympic gold medals. What they haven't earned is equal pay to the men's team. So some of the top women's players like Carly Lloyd, Hope Solo, and Morgan filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission against the U.S. Soccer Federation. They used an appearance on the Today Show this morning to announce the action.
Every single day we sacrifice just as much as the men. We work just as much. We endure just as much physically and emotionally. And our fans really do appreciate us every day for that. We're really asking and demanding now our federation and our employer really step up and appreciate us as well.
And they're actually using numbers reported in the Federation's 2015 financial report to support their argument. It says that the women's team generated about $18 million more in profit than the men's team last year, but women players are being paid almost 4 times less, 4 times. Breaking down the numbers, U.S. women's players make anywhere from $3,600 to just under $5,000 per game. The men make a minimum of $6,000 per, up to over $17,000. Women get a bonus of $30,000 by making the World Cup roster. Men almost $70,000. Last year's World Cup championship winning performance meant $2 million to the women's team. Now in 2014, when the men won 1 game, lost 2 matches, tied 1 at its World Cup tournament, the men's team made $9 million. All right. Morgan argued that women's players put in equal effort. The head coach of the Orlando Pride, Tom Sermanni, knows firsthand. He used to be the head coach of the U.S. women's team back in 2013 and 14. I was at Pride practice today, talked with him afterward. Sermanni didn't want to comment on the legal action that U.S. players took today because he didn't know all the details, but he answered many other questions about the players he used to coach. You've got a relationship with many of those women, having coached them. Can you attest to their work ethic?
Oh, like the work ethic is fantastic from the women's national team. In fact, I haven't been with a professional women's team where the work ethic isn't fantastic. You know, the commitment, the commitment across the board that female athletes make, probably not just soccer players, but I can certainly attest to soccer players, is phenomenal.
The U.S. Soccer Federation released a statement today saying it's committed to negotiating a new labor deal that, quote, addresses compensation with the U.S. women's national team, end quote. The current deal that they have expires at the end of the year. Meanwhile, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission will investigate. And there are many other disparities in the bonuses that the 2 teams get as well. My question to you guys, though, who's the biggest American soccer star in the country?
Yeah, if you asked for name recognition, Hope Solo, Alex Morgan, I'm not sure I can name too many guys on the guys team.
Right,
exactly. You can name guys who don't play anymore, like David Beckham,
exactly.
But, you know.
And he's English. I mean, and one of the things is we should know is that some of the stars of the men's team, like Tim Howard, former star Landon Donovan, they came out in support of the women's team today as well.
Yeah, and even if you don't know the facts of this, you have the hard numbers right in front of you. That's all you need.
Right, exactly. And one thing that this women's team has done in its history is get results. They're just not getting paid equally in those results.
They're certainly winning.
Yes, they are.
Jamie Say, thank you very much. Interesting stuff.
It really is.